President.
Happy Saturday to the viewers this morning. Welcome to the first show with Sports with Mandela. I'm here in the studio with my former coach, the best quick coach in Antigua and I say the Caribbean, Mr. Tariq Arnell, will be sharing today with me.
Well,
good morning, Tariq.
Good morning, viewers. Well, like I said, this is the first show. Now, what happens? Cricket starts last weekend for Parish League, and we definitely want to get it out there and talk about the games of the weekend and the games from last weekend, the scores and this sort of thing, and highlight some players from time to time, and any of the sporting activity, you know. So I just want to be comfortable, make sure all goes well. You know, so I know, knowing you, it doesn't matter time before you settle in. I'm hoping to have your good buddy, Cleve here with you soon, and Kerry, Jeremy. Those guys who used to play with you, you know what I mean? At combines school and Parish League. You know, you guys have been on many tours. So when the guys come in and it gets flowing, then it'll be easy for you, man. Don't worry about it.
Thanks for that confidence.
I must say one other thing I must mention now that you put me on board best coach in Ireland, kind of Nancy story. I must tell the public, you know, this is my son too. You know, he has been with me since going to comprehensive school. And I can recall, he used to go to Cleve, pick up Cleve, and pick him up. And when I walk into his alley, his mommy and daddy would there, and the mommy would say, and the daddy would say, Earl, your daddy come for you. So he has been my son now for over 30 years. So much one day. So that's what we with him today, to get him comfortable and relaxed.
That's so true. I just want to touch on the scores for last weekend games. The first game was between Willie Keys
and Police.
Willie Keys were 178 all out. Police was won the game 179 for 8. The Police scores: Neville Nicholas 29, Derek Mulan still playing, old veteran 24. For the Wilkies, you have a Chevron Waj who made 42, and Wayne Phillips, he hit 36. Wicket takers for Police were Lashawn Barner 2 for 51, and Shanisha Hector, the former West Indies player, 2 for 51. When Wilkies batted, they were looking quite good, impressive for a while. The second game was between Freetown and Newfield, which Newfield lost. Freetown was 214 all out. Dylan Williams 61, and S. Scotland 41. Bowling for the Newfield, Edwin Jackson 3 for 41. And Edwin Jackson had 3 for 41, and one Irish 3 for 59. Newfield turnout crease was very dismal. There was 171 all out. Grisham Harrell 3 for 13, and Aston Richards, William 3 for 21. Then I realized he was still swinging the ball. The game, Mahiko defeated DNR Construction Silver Farm by 7 runs. Mass reduced to 21 overs due to rain. Michael 121-2, 21 overs. Stephen Frayne 31 not out, and Daniel Charles 20. Visual Government, he got 2 for 21. While Stephen Farm turned at the crease, they were 114 for 8. Tris Phillip, the old soldier, still fighting, 38. And K. Burton, he hit 32. Umari Heiliger got 3 for 27. So those are the scores for last weekend games. I think that you have this Saturday's game coming up.
Yeah, but what I just heard you mention the old style with Derek Murray, and Derek Murray, the guy used to play with the Michael team.
That's correct.
Yeah, so then here you see Aston Richards, your old combined school and Parish League kind of connected guy again. It's a Trish.
Trish Phillip.
Those are guys who played with and played against for many years, and those guys are still playing, man, but you retired.
Yeah, I took an early retirement, from the game. People still think I have a little thing leaving me, but I don't think so. The body might look pretty well, but eyesight is saying something different. So you can always follow the eyesight.
Okay, man, but your body's a good eye doctor. You should work in the eye plant buy one. Comprehensive days.
Well, I hope to have you in the studio sometime soon so we can discuss golf and other sports along with getting my eyes back intact so I can go there and see if I can knock a few balls.
Well, that's the idea, you know what I mean? I know you're a gym fanatic now, but hey, I mean, we can still knock some balls, score some runs, you know, when you see all those guys still playing. Well, to be honest with you, I retired at 29 now. Right. So I can understand your retirement plan, you know, I mean, I can understand that. I retired at 29 too. So I don't want to push you back in this thing. When I became 29, balls started knock harder when I was younger. The knocking feel different, like the pain wouldn't go away.
That's true, the sun is more hot now to me.
Well, sun is hot now, especially when you feel it. When you're batting, you don't feel the sun. Right. Enjoy the batting.
Yes. And we, for the viewers, we welcome your views. So you can always send us a chat and tell us what your thoughts, what we need to do, how we can improve. It's all about sports in Antigua, how we can better sports going forward in Antigua. Yes, we are discussing primarily cricket, but we're open to all sports in Antigua. The games upcoming today starts as 1. Freetown versus Willie Keys. The umpires there will be Llewellyn Simon and Paget Samuel. Police versus Mahicot Police. Jeff Scouten and Garfield Jacobs are the umpire. Dana Construction Silver Farm versus Newfield at Silver Farm. It's nice to see cricket back at Silver Farm. Nigel Brown and Calvin Thomas will be the umpires. So we just want to say go out and support local cricket. And Parish is back after 2 years due to the COVID. Parish is back on track. And so it's nice to see the guys back out there in white playing some red ball cricket. I wish all the teams this weekend all the best. And I hope everybody put in an excellent performance.
Well, what happens to the AC? It happens in semi-finals this weekend too. One at All Saints today, Pickles against All Saints. And tomorrow, Empire against Liberated King George. So we should have those guys in it sometime soon too. We're trying to get Musai and Daryl Thomas and the Johnny Frederick from the Pickets and All Saints team. You have anybody yet, then?
I know the All Saints games have been very, very hype. Benjamin.
That is the manager?
Yeah, that he's a manager.
Still managing?
Yeah, I spoke to Coach Musai, but they seems to be doing pretty well. I know the captain.
I think Dove is the captain?
No, the guy there from Ghana there, I forgot his name. Mentor, Kerry Mentor, that's correct. He's doing pretty well.
Hello. Hi.
Good morning.
We are
Good morning.
We are on the phone, Arden.
Yes, what's up? Hello?
What are who? Daryl?
Hello, yes.
Daryl?
Yes, Taddy.
Mr. Thomas, you follow me low.
We can't hear Daryl.
I hear you fake when you say Taddy.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear us?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, yeah.
We're trying to get the volume a bit up so we can hear you clearly. Welcome to Talking Sports.
Yes, Taddy.
Yes, now we can hear man, Daryl. Elvin says some good things about your team. I want to say something to you. I'll ask you a few questions.
No problem.
Welcome to Talking Sports. Daryl Thomas, how are you doing?
Yes, well done, man. Blessed morning to each and everyone. You know, everything was good so far. Just a little overcast. Some rain affect the proceeding at the moment. Everything's smooth.
Sound like good condition if you win the toss for some nice team bowling.
Yes, very good. I'm going to check when the church today.
So talk to us about leading up to this game today, this big game, semi-finals game today. What you guys have been doing differently to reach this far?
No, Well, I think we'll mostly take the headline for this year. More guys are more disciplined. You have a lot of youths, and some of them they get a little bit more serious, and the training and so on more often, and so that's part of the whole process.
So who has been doing very well for you this year with the batsmen and the bowlers?
Well, yeah, this keep Kerry Mendo, Michael Glover, with one or two youngs like Ken Sutton, Kieran Payne, headmaster, and Dimitri Lucas, and the main bowler will be Larry Joseph, and the more senior stuff, you know.
Well, see, now you do winning at the match. Have you lost anything to anybody yet?
Only one, about the third game we lost to Liberta, but we haven't lost any games on the
You make Liberta bang you off, man?
The thing the guys we have, they have a little tent on to Liberta, then I had the killing things like the old guys in them. So, it's a Liberta thing. So we watch and see what the next one detail.
Well, the next one may be next weekend, maybe the final.
Yes. And no matter what it be, with all this hard work you don't put in, so you have to play for win, no matter what your opponent be.
So you're pretty confident after this game to take this one home to the guys in our sense, to benefit.
Well, yeah, everything good and promising, everything good. So one time we can't be like this when they see the reason why we shown the champion.
One final something I must say. What the support has been like, the crowd? I know since you have a lot of fans.
Well, I'm telling you, the guys, the behind the guys, the youngsters, even on the road too, there are people follow us everywhere we go. The fans really into it. So things like if the game play today, like because it's a bad weather, not the fans will way into this one too.
So you have support by the old Basel team?
Yes, the old guys like yeah. Even they want to get on board and with the club, make their contribution and so on. The guys when do so well, like past players and past players on the club being reaching out.
My good friend was asking about what's going on upon his Jedi, old Captain Valsians and all that.
Yeah, he do all the time.
So in terms of mentor, I noticed that he's an old veteran, still making a lot of runs, making a big contribution to the team. Have you been passing that knowledge to the present youngsters in this side?
Well, mentor, Larry, I've been doing a tremendous job with that team. At the training session, these guys will take young players aside, talking to them, like showing them what they're doing wrong and so on. And it's been a good team, If other clubs would have something like this, you would have been really good to say, you just out there. And the leading participant and party on the street youngsters.
That's so true.
So, unfortunately, you don't have a Zai with you right now.
Well, he might be here, but in spirit, every day he can't get down. It seems like I get a chance to have the feeling in the test how you have to ask what's going on here. So then he always is here.
Well, I hope that you guys going to give him today, and also in return, I hope he make his first test century today. So we have win on two sides.
I appreciate that, and I will love that come true.
I know Tanya have anything in closing to say.
Well, best of luck to your team today. It was like, I know the Pickers want to beat you up too, so hey, best of luck. The most I can say, best of luck as cricket goes. May the better team win on the day.
Yes, thanks again, thanks for being a part of the show, and to the nation and everyone, come out to all day today and see what's going on.
All right, Musa, all the best of luck, man. Take care.
Thanks.
I must tell you, we have our host here again, just to show that we're beautiful and Zelia.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Late
I
for
am
the show.
wonderful thing. I apologize. I apologize.
You can tell Antigua who you are. They're sure they're curious to know who you are.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. To our viewers, I'm Azili Lawrence, and I am the co-host for the show today. Yes.
Yeah, we welcome her in the studio. As I said before, we'll be talking primary cricket this morning, but we're open to any sports. So once again, welcome to my co-host. That was nice to hear from Musa a while ago. He sounded pretty confident about the game today. So I think that should be a good game out our sense. So that's team win.
What it's nice to hear they said that Larry and Mentor and I think Dover, he said
Right.
those guys are helping the youngsters.
Right.
And that's what sports are about, you know what I mean? Yeah, you only have a knowledge, you pass it on.
Correct.
It's nice to hear that those guys are paying attention and taking keen interest in the youngsters. That goes very well with the future. You know, so I'm glad to hear that Mentor still scores at once, you know what I mean? And Dover guy too.
Yeah, that's true.
But I haven't heard, I'm not paying much attention to the scores, but I haven't heard much of Larry.
I think he got some wickets. I think the qualifying into the semis today.
Okay, yeah, and Larry's supposed to be a key part of that
Right.
team. So,
Yeah, and also he shed some pounds because Samuel when he last year he was a bit, you know, I have a few pounds, but he shed a few pounds now.
where was he exercising?
Yeah, I saw him doing some work at Pickets in the afternoon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, several times past, I saw him doing some work, so he shed a few pounds. So I think he's in pretty good nick. So also it shows that hard work pays off because he gets some wickets among the wickets.
Well, Larry's always among the wickets now, but I really don't pay attention to the scores, you know what I mean? But hey, Larry has been a good bowler for many, many years.
That's true.
I come by school with us and
when he was in university in Barbados, he did well down there.
I used to score some ones too.
Right.
Scores some ones. Well, I don't know. I don't follow them, but the most when I see now is when we hang out with my subby players at Animal Park and
Right.
so we went out to the parties or like get-togethers, you know what I mean? So this is where I see him these days. But the last inside we're like a fattish too, you know.
Yeah, well, he shed some weight, looking pretty slim at him these days.
So like I said, she's a volleyball kind of girl, but we're trying to get into the sports thing, you know what I mean?
Because
Yeah.
I'm new to the cricket, you know.
You like the cricket?
I like cricket, but I don't really know much about it. So
Uh-huh.
I'm here to learn also.
Okay, well you can tell us about the volleyball. Yeah, I like to know about volleyball some more. I know the volleyball. I have a good friend, Rosie Simon. I'm not sure if she's watching.
Luis.
Rosie Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, I know Rosie, but I'm next to
Louis Simon too?
Simon. I know Rosie
Yeah,
Simon.
okay.
Yeah,
See, I'm not a volleyball person,
Who's
so.
hoping to get her on the sports show to tell me more about the...
She's a coach?
I think she played for one of those sides in the league. Also, she works in Antigua and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
okay,
she's pretty
okay.
good.
Okay, nice.
So I hope to get one in the studio talk about volleyball, because sports
nice.
that I like. For me, I went to all sports, bodybuilding, drag racing, horse racing. Well, sports, that's me. I'm doing
Nice.
sports plus.
Okay, nice. I need to actually brush up on my volleyball skills because I haven't played since high school, but I still it's something that I still like very much.
So what you spike? What you do?
I was a setter and I used to love to serve a lot.
Okay.
Those are my I was strong in those areas.
Okay.
She's strong in those areas, you
That's
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when they get rules, you have to show whoever get.
Right.
They can talk.
They can talk the language.
They can talk. They get more in depth to that. You know what I mean?
That's correct.
It's-
Yes.
So, like I said, this is just the debut for the show. Like I say, we can get arguing people and again in sports, but we just want to highlight the cricket and at least for the first 45 minutes, and then any other sports we can get into it. Because I was certain, that all cricket is being played on weekends.
Correct.
Other sports, so we can get people to talk. Like I said, we're trying to get somebody for the golf, but like they're on the course.
Right, playing the tournament today.
They can't answer the phone for this benefit stuff today, the benefit match for benefit game for Eddie Latique. And Eddie was very much into organized cricket with St. John's and all that. So
And I think he was part of the association some years ago. Also.
many years.
Association.
Well, I tell you what, strange enough, he was in the association 1998, 99 when he was a groundsman.
Okay.
And had some issues, had some issues with the ground staff. He was the one who started out with me. I can speak about it fully now. What happens? The guys who come from all over, I never hired them.
Right.
The guys that made factory, I brought them in. But the cricket association brought some guys who were the grounds covers guys. They come. But I make it clear to them, you have to be at the ground by 6:30. And then after a day or two, here they complaining, how they leave home. I will leave home 5 o'clock and 5:30. Some come on Jennings, it's all over. I didn't hire them, but I heard the grumbling. So I spoke to my good friend Hiram about that stuff and Eddie. So I said, look, if the guys are going to come here early, you have to have some breakfast with them.
Correct.
Something
Something to give them motivation.
You know what I mean? Then, they organize stuff. And breakfast was in place for the guys. Then, I don't know the grumbling, you know. I don't know the grumbling. The money, for coming so early, the penny, the good enough. So, I asked them, what they pay me? I don't know this something going on. I didn't invite them. I had my guys with me, you know, my factory connection.
Correct.
So they say they're paying us $70 a day, and the scores will drop in late and move early. Can they have to say, they have it at 6:30 when the game they'll come up and, you know.
Correct.
So he inquired. I never forget it. I say, look, how is it the guys that come here early, they come for 6:30, and they're getting $70, the scores getting 90. So I said, yeah, I need to increase the money, man. This doesn't make no sense. Okay. And then my good friend said to me, well, when the game starts, they don't have the work to do. So I said, okay, we can go on that premise. When the game starts, I'm going to send them home. But suppose we start to come. So Italian said that they're not doing nothing, so send them home.
Correct.
But then they realized, no, that was the emergency.
Right.
So the $90 came quick.
Right. Good stuff.
Because I understood now. Okay, you didn't do nothing against send them home till they come at 5 o'clock.
Right.
So suppose we ain't come.
What will transpire after that?
So I was in the job.
Well, I'm so happy you brought up Eddie and the grounds and stuff, because you touched something I want to touch on. That we invited something I want to discuss this morning. Because following the sports over the weekend, there were two incidents I was paying keenly to. But I want to talk first one down King George, where the covers, there's an issue with the covers, and the team was saying, I think it was bouncing team, New Trips against Empire, if I'm not mistaken. But I can stand corrected, but I think it was New Trips against Empire, where the home team, the visiting team was saying home team is responsible for covering the wicket break up. But I know in my day, whether home team or not, and I'm batting, I'll make sure the cover is secure on my wicket, because I'm feeling so hard. I want to make sure come tomorrow, whenever, when my chance to bat, I'm batting on a good wicket. So I think always on two sides to make sure the field is covered.
I'll be honest with you. When we were playing the factory in your days, we had our staff to cover the pitch. But now we look at it, right? I'll be honest with you. I think the home team should be responsible. The guys, their ground staff.
Right.
But the problem is they don't have the ground staff. So the players should be, you know, I think the association should write some kind of regulation.
Right.
Which says stipulate that the home team, because the problem is the indoor factory, when we are batting, we're in the pavilion, we see like we're in a work our setup.
Right.
We'll get there. But if we feel it, our guys will go get the covers one time. But we had that in place. We well, you know, we want to play cricket, like you say. We don't want a wetty pitch and that again. But no, the cricket teams have the covers. They should put something in place that says, be the home team. Because it's you home. And they said that is so, but I would say maybe it should be that.
Right.
Okay, I don't know what kind of size the covers they have for that matter, but you can get some guys there, 6 guys to put out the covers in no time. If it's one long cover they have, I don't know.
Right. Well, I know my good friend Ronnie, the president of the association, who is doing a pretty good job so far, I think, for the cricket in Antigua. Not because we're good friends, I call it a spade a spade. I think over the years, cricket have been doing well in Antigua, and kudos to him for doing an excellent job. I just want to say to him, keep up the good work. I think I overheard him saying that he's going to look into the matter and see what can be done, because there's no laws on the books that speak directly to that. So that's a good way he's going in terms of that. But for me, I just think that if you want to play the game, everybody should just put in the hand and pull the covers. That's just my personal view on it, you know?
Well, they need to guys something put down, you know, I don't last, but I'm saying to you, as it stands now, right, if I'm in a position they will can save me.
Well, that's true too, because I say, I'm not going to lose this game, so I'm not going to put on covers and
give people prematurely.
Right.
So you don't lose. Particularly.
Correct. I don't know if my co-host might want to jump in there and talk about, I don't know if she knows the covers, she can say what she wants.
I'm actually just listening. I'm learning right now. This is a learning experience for me, so I really know about
what
that.
happens, the covers are to protect the pitch.
Okay.
So if rain comes here, you have this ground staff that protects the pitch.
Okay.
So you can continue in the short time. You know,
Okay.
but what I was saying though, if you're in a position that if it rains and they will save you from losing the match. And it's not your duty to cover the pitch.
I'd be hesitant to go and cover
You
the
know
pitch.
I cover the pitch.
Okay, so we're saying, okay.
Also, there was a next touching game, with particularly that game per se, incident out on Liberty Barbeef. My good friend again, Carol, our good friends. Kenny Flipper Benjamin got involved in an altercation with, I think, a guy, Ray John. I think he's the creator for Rising Sun.
That's in the way, John.
Yeah, a short study.
I know John.
Yeah, I think I saw him a couple times, practically preparing to get up there.
Yeah, I hear people all over the place.
Yeah, I think they have a rain break, the wind break for rain, and umpires and players out there inspecting the fields and stuff like that. And I think they had a sand spot somewhere on the field, a Barbie. And I think what I heard, this second information that he went and kicked out the stand in out the goal, which I think was uncalled for.
What was the reason for that?
I think they were disputing that the fee had on too much sand. But to me, if you start, that's my opinion again, if you start a game, because before you start a game, you supposed to inspect the field and make sure things are in order.
Right.
The umpires, the match referees and stuff like that, the players. And if you find the place is uncontrollable for playing, you shouldn't start the game. You make your protest right there.
So what I'm asking you, I don't know. So the game didn't start?
That's what I said, the game started already, so
Yeah.
I can't see why the protest after the game, you already start the game.
But
You know?
I don't know, maybe the sun was there to help the quick start, the continuation of the game.
Right.
Okay, you do that for cricket field. Well, at recreation grounds, the only ground is something like a quick sun,
Right.
a quick something. You have to use it from time to time.
Right.
But that drives with the sun, drives with the water quickly.
Right.
Okay.
And I know it is very good. I remember when I did the test pitch there in Australia in 1999, man, you prepare the pitch, and the thing artists were next in the place, crack. When you take quick stuff,
Right.
quick stuff down there, with the whole of water there. But I don't know, in olden days, it used to be sand they use
Right.
for the run up to make it gyro to go quick so you can play. So I don't know if Liberty did that. Why John want to kick out of here in the sun?
That's what the concern.
No,
That's the concern I have. You know, if you protest, yes, but do not interfere with the surface. That's just my opinion.
Because they were trying to get the game to start again. You know,
Right.
because the sun does. Oh, there's the sawdust too.
Right. And two, once it's not harming the players or having by at a disadvantage, I don't see the reason why the game couldn't continue.
Then I don't
You
know
know,
what's
but
up.
maybe I'm not speaking from a third party side. Maybe somebody, Liberator, Flipper, or whoever, maybe can call and say something to me what transpired.
Yeah, because they can say, hey, when it rains, I can tell what the rain is. See the stuff we are now, this network thing, this television, this is not television, but the same thing, the people can
Right.
see games and so. When there was recreation going on for 3 years, when it rains, I don't remember this skinny looking tall white woman. She was in charge of the television. She operation manager, whatever she was. And when the covers is on, and the rain stops, bam! She's over there. I tend to take out the covers yet, because she wants to get back going on.
Right.
You know, she wants television rights, such advertisement push.
Right.
So they don't want the game slow. So I'm saying to you, if they put a sand in there, the speed of the game, it should be easy in my opinion. I don't know. Like someone like you, I don't know. But that is what you want to see happen. You want the game play.
Right.
You know, so olden days, you used to go to all them giant shop and all the people carpenter, you get sawdust to drive the place quickly, Sean, early. You know, so I don't know what happens actually, you know what I mean? But why would you want to go kick out the people in the sun? If you're not playing, you're not playing. If you say you're not fit enough and my team is not playing, that's going to depend on the report of the umpire now. Because the umpire can determine whether the player is fit or not.
That's true.
You can't just say that play, hey, I'm telling you that this is the umpire report very important, you know. I can even joke about that in the shot. I would say shot Earl. What happens when they play, you know? We have a line.
Ajani?
We have a line.
Ajani?
We have a line.
We have it.
What's the name? Will it be before you send them out? Who do we have on the line here, man? We're calling him.
Hi, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Who is this? Scott?
No, this is Kuno Rodney, man.
Oh, so like a Yankee there, man.
Hey, you're just using the app one day, so Yankee.
Hey, just as promised, I'm not hearing you too good, but I'm sure that we can do something if you're hearing me good. You know?
Yeah, we can hear loud and clear.
We can hear loud and clear.
I'm not hearing you.
You're watching the show in New York?
Hey, what?
Are you watching the show in New York?
I don't tell it to advertise where I'm watching your show. I never give anything to advertise.
Why didn't you zoom in?
I never tell you, give you an advertisement.
So why did you zoom in on the show?
Yeah, well, you know, it is, being on the show can be anywhere. I'm in Bermuda.
That's true. You see, I'm your body, and Earl is a better body.
Yeah, man, Earl is my son, man, you know. Just that he appears that he learned the wrong things, you know.
So look, we're talking about your games this weekend. We had Musai earlier. Like I said,
right? Yeah, well, you know, it's good to know that after the pandemic, we can at least get to the semi-finals of the Super 40 tournament this weekend, and hopefully that we have a good turnout for the finals next weekend at College Cricket Grounds. I know that had been some concern to some people, but I'm sure that a lot of people come around to understand. Getting the matches to play at a reasonable international venue, I don't see there's a problem with it. I mean, we have played finals at different venues every year, so I don't know what's the issue, because I know that it's cricket that we're playing, and obviously we're trying to give the guys the best opportunity to play the third or fourth place match, and then the finals on Sunday. So far, I would have to say that it's reasonable. It's a reasonable good tournament so far for the year. I really look forward to see what cricket continue to bring for the rest of the year, if there's another other situation that will hold up the game.
I want to go to something that Earl just mentioned a while ago. We heard Earl, where there were two controversial incidents last weekend. One at King George, your former homegrown, your team, and at Uliberto. You know what I mean? So, do you want to elaborate a little bit? Because I know the umpire report is crucial. I know umpire decided that umpire got the points and Liberty got the points.
Well, it's not a matter of elaborating that. I mean, you're one that won the tournament, and you know that there are times, you know, things can get worse if you tend to don't appear to be doing the right thing. The situation that happened at Liberty was very clear, and there's no secret, because we got a correspondent from Rising Sun themselves who admitted that they decided they did not want to continue the match. So right away, apart from the fighting that took place, Rising Sun would have already abandoned the game. So obviously, that's a forfeiture.
Okay.
The situation at Empire becomes a little different situation, because at the end of the day, notwithstanding covers were there, I think it was more an expectation of the home team covering the grounds, instead of a rule that the home team should or shall or will have to cover the grounds in case of inclement weather. So it was a thin line. It was a thin line to touch, knowing that there's no rule that really established that the home team would have had to cover the grounds. Let us accept that the ABC over the last 3 years has covers every grounds that play cricket in the Antigua and Barbuda Cricket Association League. And then, as I say, that would be an expectation. You would expect that, you know, if a ground have covers, that the home team should cover the grounds. But I'll give you a situation here a couple of days ago where Empire played, that same Empire Club played in the final versus Police at Police. But the arrangement at that time, the association would have, well, it's not the finals, it was the semi-finals. The association would have moved covers from, I think it would have been either ARG or the stadium to those specific grounds that are hosting the semi-finals. And unfortunately, that time the agreement was if rain come, the batting team will pull the covers. Now, what had happened, police went into the game ahead of Empire. And unfortunately, rain came and police sat down in the pavilion and hardly to move the covers. Very slow moving the covers just caused the pitch to wash out. I think these things we should take as learning experience and make some changes to the rules to make sure that these sort of things won't happen. But I heard you said just a while ago, let us really accept that. Let us accept that King George don't really have groundsmen, but at the same time, the team that the home team always serve as the ground staff. So that is the situation, and that's how it's ended, and we had no choice but to split the points in that game.
No, I agree with you. There's no set rule that nobody cover the pitch as home team and all that nonsense. But I think now that all the teams have because what happened at factories who have covers and no other team have covers. So we expect combined school and Parish League guys to cover the pitch for them. But there are no set rule that says that. But now that you have, given all the teams covers, maybe it's something you should look at. You understand where I'm going?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to now make the rules specific because again, there wasn't no real specific rules. But I think it would be reasonable to assume that once you're in comes, that the home team should have the responsibility of covering the team, whether you're batting or you're feeling, But I think I said something a while ago, which really made some sense too. Because especially if I feel already, I want my batting. Yeah, that's how I use the cricket. Of course, I want my batting. Especially if I finish feeling. But then again, given the circumstances in one team, if the points are shared, you go on. If the other team won, then you may get dropped out. I also understand the human nature of sportsmen alike, but at the same time, we can't encourage that because what we really want to see is cricket. Whether you're going to end up on the losing side or the winning side, somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. So I think Kenny Lewis and his team will look to make that more specific in the rules that where there covers at any specific grounds that the specific home team are liable to cover the pitch.
Well, that's commendable. But I have one of former students in the studio now. This Kenny Scott, the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, on the screen now. Kenny Scott, the Empire captain.
Yeah.
So he can tell us about what his chances are for this weekend and all that. And it was a long time ago.
Let's hope he don't say there's a chance, but just say that he's going to win the game. Because nevertheless, remember I'm an Empire man. There's no getting away from that.
Guys.
Well, I just want to say to your face, Mr. Kuba, that you have been doing. I have been following. As you know, I used to play cricket. I follow the game a long time. I love the game. It's sports I love. That's the number one sport. I love all sports, but cricket is my main sport. And that because we are very good friends, very good buddies. I just want to say, since you have been the president of this association, you have taken the association to leaps and bounds. You're doing an excellent job. I just want to say continue the excellent work you're doing. And I hope that you pass on that knowledge to whoever, whenever you decide to give up the post, I hope you share your experience with that incumbent person. So keep on the experience, brother.
Mandel, I have no choice but I would, but at the same time, you don't want the tie that moves
That's your problem.
It is nonsense, and when you have people who are not yes people, and that's why I will never be a yes man. People must be the
There was an audio problem. Did we lose him?
You gone? Well, it's nice to have Scott in the house this morning. Welcome, Scott, to Talking Sports with Mandela and
Azealia. Welcome.
All right, good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Okay.
Probably we here talking about cricket. I know you have a big game tomorrow against Liberta, the Black Hawks. So I want to know, you can give us some insights. Not really to share plans with us about tomorrow's game, what your plans in the back end, but how you guys feel going up to the game tomorrow?
Well, as a group, we feel very confident going into the semifinals tomorrow. Yes, it's a big game, as everybody know, but we're taking it a ball and thing.
So it's good. So as Taddy said, some years ago he used to be in the runs, but these days I hear most Kevin Scott anymore. What happened to Kevin Scott? He's off the radar. What happened?
Not really. Early in the season, I was kind of overthinking a lot, kind of putting myself under too much pressure to score runs this year. So talking to my coaches and trying to relax more often going forward. Hopefully runs will come.
Well, the nice thing about it, the nice thing about it, my good friend, you're just scoring the runs where your team winning. So they don't really need you yet. when they need your runs, you better get them. You see, when I played one team, you know, when I played one team, Kenny, I never worry about I fail in the team. When the team loses and they make runs, then I was worried. I didn't feel I did enough. If I make nothing team when I feel good. The score century, the team lose, my team for my fault. That's why we play the game.
Well, my team is a very experienced team. We have a lot of players that played for Antigua, played for Leeward Islands. So collectively as a team, we know exactly how to win games. Okay. So with me not performing well, my team is always there to back me up and come over the line with wins.
And that's important. I had my good friend, his coach once the other day. The one that went to Anguilla and come back and all that.
The Burton.
Shane Burton. He's coach once the other day. I heard his name on the radio. By chance, I don't ever listen to the radio. Somewhere heard the name guys and part of things making someone still.
Yeah, he's one of our experienced players in the team. He's played for a number of years, played for Antigua, played for Leeward Islands at the highest level. So he's very experienced. So we always count on him to score runs.
Who are the stalwarts you have? Who are the stalwarts in the team?
Well, basically our whole team. We have
Johnny still playing?
We have batting
Jerry still playing?
Yeah, he's still playing. And for him to be batting at number 8 in our team.
Number 8?
It's number 8.
That's a powerful team.
That's where we long.
It doesn't mind me. He's number 8 batsman. He's better than Kuma now. Kuma is number 3.
I think we are Kuma back on that too. So Kuma, you can continue where you left off. We were a bit scratchy.
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, technically. So I was saying, with people like you, Mandela, I mean, you know that even from developing the empire, you saw the work that was put in there. But again, I was saying, when you have people like you, brother, must be honest that I can't be a yes man, and you know that. And when you have people around you that can tell you things that when you go home and you know not even going home, but you can evaluate what they're saying. There are some people that just want to tell you yes to anything that you're saying, and I can't deal with that. So people like you, man, has assisted me in making some tough decisions. Sometimes it don't work. When it don't work, you have to be man enough to put up your hand and say, listen, you get that one wrong. But I think so far, we managed to get 90+% of it kind of right. And we have some weaknesses because I still believe, I said it openly and I say it again, I still believe that we could have done better from a youth standpoint. But again, that could be a next discussion which should continue to take place with the Ministry of Sports, and I hope that this time around we can get it right. Obviously, again, I would not be able to do the thing that I would not have done from learning things like Taddy and Brand, even though me Taddy does always be at war. But I'm a body be still, and not quite. I've took a lot of things into my system that I would have learned from him and Brand, just especially to be firm about things that you believe in. Because sometimes what I recognize these days, to be honest with you, man, even when they do something and people don't tell me I'm crazy, it doesn't seem like it works. Because when I start doing things and people say that I'm crazy, and then I see that it proven right, you get accustomed to it. If you're not hearing that you're crazy, it don't work. But thank you for the good words, and I'm sure that
I want to too quickly, we'll touch up now. I remember some years ago you started this T10 cricket in Antigua. I know you see people playing T10 cricket. You realize that the 100 ball kind of stuff.
Wait.
You want a visionary?
You got home, nobody can remember. You got home, nobody can remember with me and my partner.
God, no, Kuma start teaching.
Nobody can remember now with me and my partner. Because, Taddy and Guy and Andy wasn't agreeing with that at all. As far as Guy said, as Guy went on and said that it was night side cricket. but
I know you're
the reality is what I felt at the time, I thought that the best part of the game.
The T20.
I believe
the T20.
People go to the recreation when they have to watch cricket in the recreation ground.
You have T20.
T10 overs or some overs a long time ago.
With who?
Cricket Association had a long time ago.
Before Kuma time?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. I thought it was
a lot of crowd in recreation ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Long gardening time. That was nothing new.
Well, that's something new to me. Though. I thought it was okay.
Recreation was loaded. About had 2 matches on so day.
Okay.
Long in the afternoons. So it's not nothing new.
Right.
But I'm saying to you, the problem I have with the T10 and the whatever they call it,
T20.
T20 and so the kind of nonsense cricket,
Right.
is that it's very good for spectator. Entertainment. Great. I love it. Even though I hardly watch it. Great. And I was telling somebody the other day, it enhances the feeling too.
Correct. Guys, it's a fast-paced game.
That way people learn to feel better now, dashy and divey and all that kind of stuff. But my problem is, we're not developing outstanding cricketers now in the future, for the future. I saw Weston came yesterday, like when my co-host guy last week was saying to me, oh, boy, they bat too slow.
Right.
It might make them judge the match.
Correct.
You can argue again that the captain batting too slow now.
Right.
Because they're batting so slow, so well, they might lose the match. Yeah, Test cricket that's a fast game, you know.
Session by session.
Session by session, that's what you mean test. So you play 20 and T10. When over is done, it is done. Who make the most runs out there to win? But it doesn't happen in test cricket.
Correct.
If a team doesn't declare, you have a ball them out twice.
But does the name itself test alone test your mental abilities, mental
I have no problem with T20, T10 now. I have no problem with them. My biggest problem is, if you check like India and other teams now, most of the guys play T20, play test cricket now.
Correct.
But we have to find some guys that they play T20 alone. I don't understand. I was telling some of the years of the guy, and poor, those guys have good skills. Why don't they develop them in the test cricketers?
Longer form of the game.
That's you understand, Mr. Scott?
Yeah.
That's my problem. When I saw the guy yesterday, Black Widows, I was very impressed. I'm happy he got him man of fly now. But he decided he'd play down and take it time to be a test cricketer yesterday. I scored a century. But he saw no custom make big runs yet out quick. Because if you check in olden days, our test guy make double century, 160, 150. That's how he win games, Stephen. So, hey, I have only a T20 early, but my problem is when I develop the guys for the test cricket. Everybody, I was watching a game West Indies the other day. They were India thing they was going to play the 2020 season overseas.
India. That's the last years.
And I saw the guy from Jamaica, they splitting in Odin
Smith, the ball.
And West Indies wanted 200 something runs or something, some plenty runs, with about 20 overs about. And he said he can knock out the ones, fly. And he's not in the team yet, you know. And he said to himself, why don't you try to bat those to convince the team, the selectors, he's a good man for the future. He fly knocked two by out in about 3 overs. But guess what? Why? Like I said to my partner in Gamble when my son in the house. The man was auditioning for 2020 IPL. IPL picked him up for big money too, you know. He was auditioning for IPL. But not with West Indies team in mind. Because when you're playing the kind of cricket here, hey, and you're a young player, you want to showcase your talent. Let them know, hey, I am good enough for this thing, I want to be in the team. Say, make all the ones you can make. Because earlier, Senator said this, that you would know if you're too young. The first World Cup, West Indies against Pakistan. West Indies was 70-something was Andy Roberts. I think Derek Moore, I think knock out the ones. Because those days play 60 overs in World Cup. And those pull out the last. That's how it works. Because you want to win. So put yourself in a position that they can show to people they can play to the end. Yeah, yes, Scott. Yeah. Because the selectors watching, you know. Kuwa. Selectors want to see. Kuwa, yes, my friend Kuwa.
Okay.
So we have the Michael captain in the studio now too.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again? Sorry.
Kenrick Scott.
Kenrick?
Kenrick.
Kenrick, and you said you're a captain.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you believe is your strength that makes you a good captain, a great athlete?
The support from my team.
To support. Okay.
The support from my team. As I said before, we have a lot of experienced guys in the team. A lot of guys that captained the team before still playing. So these guys will come to me, give me advice, and teach me one or two things about going forward. One of our coach in the team is Ian Tittle. Played for Antigua, captain the so I try to learn as much as possible from him.
Okay.
So that question is you're asking is very pointy. That's a very good question. Because a captain is a very important, has a very important role to play in the team.
Yeah.
Especially cricket. I can tell you something from experience again, that you would know, Scott. At one time, England only used to pick captain over the university. And not the Army University either. They got Cambridge and Oxford. That would be very intelligent guys to be captain for this English team. They wouldn't have, in fact, India is the same thing to know. India have guys who are university guys playing them most of the time 4 times now. So it wasn't only a pick up guy out of the street come captain.
No.
So I just wanted to know. So okay, but we have Stephen, my hyper captain in the house now. Stephen, tell us about your chances for this weekend and what happened last weekend. We have some Al-Jani on Zoom. Put him on the Zoom, but we hold him up. So, Stephen, tell us about your chances for this weekend.
Well, and the listeners to you, not only on TV.
Well, first of all, thank you for the invite. I'm delighted to be here. This is my first time actually captaining the team for Mahaiko. I've actually had the privilege and to experience it when I was going to school in England. So I'm not a total novice in terms of the captaincy role, but this is definitely a privilege to captain Mahaiko, considering the amount of years and history that Mahaiko has. Certainly for this weekend, we look forward, obviously, the weather does not interrupt too much to prevail. Obviously we're playing against a team that has a good success history in terms of winning, but we're definitely looking forward to the challenge. We, post-COVID and stuff, we were grooming a young team to come up and obviously take over the reins for Mahaiko, but definitely looking forward for a successful weekend.
So had a close match last weekend. They had a close score last weekend in Silver Farm.
Yes, we did actually. And quite surprisingly, because prior to that, we haven't had much practice. And just to show that there's definitely talent in the team, considering we haven't practiced that much and we were able to still compete and win. So it just shows that, it's just a case of us coming out and investing the time to practice.
I see. Yeah, early. Did you play with early in Michael?
Sorry?
Did you play the same team?
He was too young. Betty and Shaga and stuff like that. But I have to hear that he's a skipper of Michael. That's a former club of mine.
Thank you.
Did pretty well playing Michael, Tesla League and weekend games and stuff like that.
Right.
He's knocking the ball over clear school and stuff like that. He's a teacher, Philip. He's not ball into his yard also.
Well, you definitely have the physique.
Well, I see. I'm happy to hear that you are doing well. But this weekend should be 2 easy games for you. I think Police and Newfield.
It will be 2 easy games here.
Well, Police, I think that's such a tough team. Derek Muller and his father, he used to play Michael too.
Well, maybe Police is an easy team.
Police, I think, an easy team, and Newfield is an easy team, so I think it's 2 easy games for him this weekend.
Well, we don't want to underestimate anybody,
So next week should be here, that Michael will win those games easily.
I heard him man said earlier, Police practicing hard now, and you practicing now, so you may get 2 blows this weekend.
Well, I definitely welcome your confidence in us. I mean, certainly we're trying.
No, the confidence. Back is the whole team.
But even if he had not playing for a long time, he's still there's that confidence still there, and he's glad to hear,
Yeah. You want to get
Put on Johnny on the screen and other Zoom again. Okay, Johnny.
Super coach, Johnny.
We're going to hear his
I think he probably needs to unmute his.
Unmute his mic.
Yeah, unmute.
Alright, yeah, I'm good now.
Welcome to Talking Sports, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me and your panel audience.
Hey, you're rival to the devil, so you can beat your man.
Well, to be honest, based on how the tournament is going, anything is possible on the given day, because we can show up on a day and play our best cricket and pretty much win the game comfortably. Because I don't think none of the team are too far from one another in terms of quality, but it's discipline on a particular day. Get the results.
I'm going to put you on the spot because Scott is here listening to you, right? So be careful what he said. He already said he'd be the Liberty tomorrow, so he's waiting for either Arsenal or Pickaxe, so be careful.
Yeah, Empire is actually one of the most experienced teams in the tournament. I have to give them their respect because they earn it. Over the period, as you mentioned, the captains drove the team and play national players and players that play for Leewards in the national setup right now. So I think they have the best team, best experienced team, and I think overall the best team. It's just for them to come out and get the results. But at the same time, cricket is played, everybody want to win. And nobody can give them no result like that.
But Johnny, how do you arrive at best team? That's what I want to find. How do you arrive at the best team story?
Okay, based on paper, I'm looking at paper. Best team on the paper.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you. Best team on paper.
Because what Musa told me only last one match in the Brazil.
Yeah, so far.
Someone if you ask is the best team and one did. Based on performance no.
They're playing good cricket. I must admit that they are playing the best cricket so far. But at the same time, it's semi-final stage where everything up to grabs. You can be fourth and you can win the tournament. So I give myself the opportunity to give myself a chance to at least go to the finals, which is today. It's currently that we had a little stoppage because of the weather. We have a kind of delay, so that's why I'm actually here this time again.
So tell me something, when I played first time around, what was the result? They beat you badly?
Arsenal won the game.
They beat you badly?
It wasn't badly. You can say it's badly because we only got 3 wickets. They knocked it off with 7 wickets in hand.
What was your score?
But at the same time, we took a lot of confidence from it because we got to understand the strengths and weaknesses. So it's a plus for us. Playing immediately afterwards, so we can actually fix the problem.
How many ones you scored the first match? How many ones you scored?
The first match, we scored 100 and, well, at rank game, we were 153 with 6 hours ago. So Duckworth gave us our next 160 something, and they knocked it off with about maybe 3 overs to go.
So you know why Duckworth gave the score, right?
Yeah, Duckworth, yeah.
Gave the score, okay, one scoring fast at all, the average is just over 4 runs over.
Yeah, definitely. That's why we only got the little bit of additional from Duckworth.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling going to this semi-final game today though? What's the feeling in the camp?
The camp is bubbling. Camp is up for. I think we didn't really take the loss as a loss. We learned from it. As I said, we played them a few times for the year, and we think they have a lot of weaknesses that we can we can have a lot of weaknesses we can get into. Because I believe the senior player got a lot of chances. We didn't take the chances. We dropped a few catches. We had a poor day in the field. I'm comfortable with the runs that we had to chase, but we had a poor day in the field. So this time around, if you get the same amount of runs, I think we can defend the runs.
So we should look forward to a better game to that, a tighter semi-finals game.
Yes, definitely, for sure.
I want to knock you like a bit, you know. I can't believe you, having been a factory guy, you know I take feeling seriously and your guys can't catch. And you're the coach.
I know, Teddy. I know we came from really down from since kids. What do you call it? Secondary school,
Kitty cricket,
factory days. When we used to go see the Valley morning, Saturday morning, off season. You make sure you have to do 2 laps and you still have to do your 10 sprints up the back of the hill there.
I'm talking about the catching. It was one of the best fielders, you know.
I know. I think it was just off day. It was an off day. I can say much as that. But most days we take it with catches.
Johnny, you spend too much time in the bat in the bowling. You don't spend more time fielding. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. I remind you now. When you can't feel the fact you get the bat in the bowling now.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
You have to feel first. You're feeling with matches. You hear that all the time.
So what time the game start today? What time is scheduled to have a start?
Well, I'm gonna have to check with them because I'm out here for a while. I'm actually in the vehicle. Based on what they told me, I'm gonna have a slightly delay, but I'm gonna see what the progress is in terms of the updates because we had a little site. But the pitch is not. It's slightly damp, not much to talk about. Just around the way the water, the covers.
Right.
With the rain, run off the cover to go on the close to the surface and run up.
Well, we don't want to keep it too long because we want to go and have a good game today. So I want to get with the guys. Wish you the best of luck. I hope to check in with you sometime soon again.
Thank you. And good luck to you, Scott, and Roberta,
Wait till you start with the brother. Wait till you start with the brother.
Okay,
good luck to the both of them.
Scott not saying much, it seems like. I don't know why he's not saying much. I don't know.
I have to say good luck to them because I was one of the best cricket player on the day, and the better team win. So
that's true.
Good luck to both of you.
Hey, look here. How it is true, you know. One of your former players in the Stephen Fain guy, I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, Steven, Edman, after we messaged me sometime this week. Yeah, we tend to communicate.
Wait, you want to drop him?
Every so often.
You want to drop him in the squad?
I didn't hear that.
You want to drop him in the squad? You want to get him back?
Right now, he has a big role to play right now, so I think he's better there. He has a really big role to play in terms of getting Mike and bring it back up to speed. I think he's on the right path in terms of his attitude towards getting the cricket back up to speed. But at the same time, the doors are always open. I like how two they come back around. He'll be useful.
I appreciate your sentiments, Johnny.
No problem.
Okay, Johnny, all the best. Good luck.
Okay, take care.
Good luck, man.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, Scott, I don't know what you have practice today?
Well, I had practice this morning. With Winston Benjamin.
Wait, say the coach?
One of my coaches, yes.
No, the King Empire coach.
No. He's not
The personal coach. So hold on with this one. What you were working on? What you were working on? You want even kid to share?
Well, nothing much. It's just for me to relax in the games going forward and be a bit more patient. And that was about it.
Sounds good.
Wait, it's going to run. Before this COVID, you used to go out the centuries, so can we go down?
Because I was more relaxed then. I was relaxed.
Wait, the captaincy has done that to you?
No. It was based on previous performance years ago. Last year, I came into the tournament wanted to do better than what I did, so I kind of put pressure on myself to execute my plans. And with that, after not scoring runs in the first couple of games, I kind of doubt myself, and it starts to build. So right now, I'm getting over that.
So wait. Because the performance, they expected to drop the captain.
I was the captain at the start of the season.
Oh, okay.
I was the captain at the start of the season.
So what do you give the captain that you're performing? You're a good captain then. They see something in you, maybe.
They saw something in me.
I go along with that. Okay, can we? So what happens though? That is history and that thing, you know. All the guys that perform well, they say make them captain. Make some ones you get so you say, you captain. And the captain's supposed to then know more the game, you know.
But I've been performing every year. This year is just not going well for me.
Well, not so far. And when the 2 days start, it's get back and take your time.
Yeah.
Get some ones, you know. Because I tell you, this 2020, you have to speed up things. I respect you to call you know. You have to waste time, get on with it. All kind of nonsense. Which, hey, everybody want the team win. And look, Skadrick, I must give you this a joke about that. I remember we played a match in Munster in 1978. Lee was against Trinidad. And we bowled Trinidad for 170 something. And Enoch Lewis and my good friend Camacho opened the batting. He got 100 something without last. And guess what? Jim Allen is like batsman, the great batsman for Munster, Jim Allen. He just like Vivi, powerful and bang about anybody, okay, with me. And those guys got 50 years to make 170 ones. You know, let's take a time and make the ones. And we're doing very well, 100 something road last, and the crowd started to say, hey, I don't waste it, I was in Jamalin. One they got out and Jumani came in, and then they played with about Jumadine. Play Western is left for spin bowler. And Jumani bowling and Jumani defend the first ball, second ball, round the wicket, go up, swipe. Out stump, no duck. Listen to the spectators and they're playing real cricket. 170 was 50 overs now. You don't need to rush. But you want to entertain his fans. Got no silly. So, don't listen to spectators. Spectators sometimes mislead you and play a game.
True.
But I always play a game to the benefit of the team. Okay, so from that a lot, you know. When they play that to the team, most of the times, I told show the phone when I go in, they want to declare themselves speed up. But most of the time I did very, very well. They want the team in trouble. So they want to battle on now. Some days, 80 something with 4, 100 make a bit of 5. So now, hey, take your time. So now, the bat not to get out. Say, make some good ones now. But when the team are not the ones, hey, that's how spectators operate in the team. Speed up, like I don't want to declare.
True.
So you can find a role from time to time changes.
That's true.
So don't worry about it, but I know you're good to the guy. You know, when to the guy, he scored once, he constantly scored once. And but when we bowling, and he boy with spin, what happened?
Well, my bowling has fell off for a while, and personally I kind of cut off on the bowling for the 40 overs because in our team we have a lot of bowlers.
So wait. Your batsman down to 8, but your bowlers down to 11.
We have a lot of bowlers in our team. We have our open batsman Damien Newfield and Shane Burton, 2 nice medium pace bowlers.
And a Shane for sure.
We have Melvin Charles batting at 3 bowling spin, right? We have Justin Attenes batting at 6 bowling half spin. So we have players in our team.
What African observer you?
Well, he played a couple of games, but because of a family emergency, he had to leave the country. So because of that, he hasn't played as much games.
And the Africans were one of the big bowlers long time ago. Or you don't play police anymore, you play the Empire?
Played Empire.
I hear talk about all round and spin. What happened to the real fast balls in Antigua? Just earlier I was talking to Chima Level selectors, Bunks and Joseph. I saw watching the Levels playing the game and I saw two they say medium pace, but I call it 2 spinners bowling out ball. I'm not very hard. Along with those days I hear a young fast ball come out and we some ball across the ears and stuff like that.
Well, in our team we have Samuel Peters. Samuel Peters is our fast bowler.
This is what if you're going to say it's a medium pace again.
Well,
but you know, I want to find this out. Who did the schedule for this weekend?
I'm not sure.
Because it seemed like the schedule done in favor of Empire. Now they mentioned Samuel Peters, but Samuel doesn't play Saturdays. Alright, we leave it alone. Steve, we leave it alone, right?
Yes.
All right.
But Samuel one of our guys, you know, we know Samuel pretty well. You know, come by school and Parish League guys. So, Earl, never watch what they schedule.
That's right.
Never watch that.
But in terms of Empire though, any youngsters that we can look forward to in terms of Antigua, Leewards, West Indies and stuff like that you find in the squad?
Well, we have Ajari Joseph, the younger brother of Azari. He plays with us. And we also have Micah McKenzie, our leg spinner. So far he has 15 wickets in the tournament so far. I think he's basically one of our best bowlers in this tournament.
Well, I heard about a name from a good man, my friend. I'm sure he's one, Mr. Hugo, told me about him. So I definitely come to Empire on Sunday.
He came to one of our game and watched Micah bowl, and he was very impressed.
Well, he told me about it, and I take his word very strong when it comes to cricket. So I tell him definitely be at Empire on Sunday to watch the youngsters.
All right.
I like to hear when the youngsters doing well.
Well, I want to say one other thing quickly, you know. I just heard him mention Samuel Peters, right? But Samuel Peters, when he said Michael, you know.
And that's why Skipper here laughing.
I'm wondering.
I see Skipper was laughing while I looked at him, so I'm going.
So what is conflict of interest might happen? Because Michael, he's a Michael man too, you know. So what happened, you know, Michael and Empire got this thing, you know.
I know that was
I
intertwined.
have this thing, what I want to warn them, you know. Parish, you will say not more than 3 or 4 first class players per game. See the violate and they violate, they forfeit the game, they watch it. I wanted Stephen early.
Well, sure, skip on the rules very well. I want to believe so.
Yeah, so when Michael man in favor of Empire to go with them, Empire man, Michael gone with them. That's what happened with.
But Stephen, for Mahiko though, any youngsters that we should keep a keen eye on?
That's a very good question. We've actually had quite a few youngsters last week. I think it's a little bit too early to really put a finger on it as such. As I said, there is talent there, but unfortunately because we didn't have enough time last week because of the weather, I couldn't, get a good idea of the different positions with certain players, their strong points, etc. So I'm hoping for this week, weather permit, I can get a better idea of, the skills, etc. But certainly, majority of our players are youngsters. It's good to see.
Fancy language Stephen giving you. Ask you how well you do in practice.
The one who assistant, Betty is assisting with the coach, and who is assisting the coach up there?
Darren Donner is assisting.
Donna.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Donna.
Ask you how often in the practice.
And I started asking you guys practice every afternoon.
Well, we attempt to. Unfortunately, we haven't had a good turnout as we would like.
Right.
But now the season has started. Now, like for example, yesterday we had a decent turnout, and we're hoping for next week. We get a better turnout and then I can have again.
Pay attention. He said yesterday got a decent turnout. You don't understand what that says? Everybody come look at the play today.
But I'm happy that he touched on that because what I want to tell himself, tell Scott also, that in my day playing cricket, if you don't practice, you don't play. And for you to get good at anything, whether cricket, basketball, football, or any sports, if you don't practice, you have to say where you going to go.
That's true.
So first question you have to ask yourself, do I love this sport? Where do I want to go in this sport? Do I want to be an ordinary player? Do I want to be a local player? Do I want to be a regional player? Do I want to be an international player? What I want? Those are questions you ask yourself. In any discipline, whether in your career or anything you do in life, you have to set standards for yourself. And if you don't set standards for yourself, you're not going any place.
I must add though, since COVID, I noticed there's a trend. I'm sure the other teams have the same issue in terms of players starting back up. I don't know if it's COVID fatigue or what, but a lot of teams has struggled. I presume because we only have, I think it's 5 teams so far in the tournament. So I'm not sure if that, it seems to have added to these players coming in and practicing and getting back into cricket, I guess because of this long gap, So we're just hoping that now that we've started, next week we have a better turnout and, as I say, I can get to see the youngsters' skills, etc. And then,
Michael, over the years, it's even Amos is around. You see, encourage a lot of youngsters.
Correct.
Plenty youngsters. Michael has had a very young team over the years, but when they get good, Empire might snatch them, might tease them, you know what I mean? So, what Scott is true, you know what I mean?
Well, Empire has been good to us too, so, it's a fair exchange.
But
good relationship with them.
Even the Mali and all the guys that played Antigua and so, and they come by school, that has a good relationship with Empire. But maybe because Ian used to live in the area, and the connects, and Ian played the Michael too, the Michael guy, you know what I mean? So the relationship is there, which is good.
Yeah.
That is good, you know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with that, but get your guys practicing. It's important.
Of course.
Say, this will learn things, but I said something very important earlier. I've been saying this to guys for the longest while. Like say, we don't come practice, we're going to improve. So it's a job to sit down to them. You start school in private school, maybe they're kindergarten. Even in private school, they go to secondary school. In secondary school, they might move on to college. In the college, you might, what I mean? So you have to practice everything. Everything is staged. So it's a thing you can't come good overnight now. If you want to be a doctor or specialize something, take it 12 years, depends on your specialty. So nothing can happen overnight, like I says. Hard work has to be done.
And just to show, like the other night I was watching the World Cup, I think West Indies against Australia. They had this lady, Perry, she had a half night last night, she got it well otherwise. But the game before West Indies, they sit with her and she said she practiced hours before the game. Just hitting the spot. And now we have started the game, the ball should go once it open my first. That in
I was watching.
Clipping the half stop.
Yeah, I was
And
watching.
the left hander came in, Knight came in, and the ball was in the same spot, going away from left hand and caught behind. So just say that because of practice, she was able to hit a mark. So it's so important that we practice your art. So at the end of the day, when you go out there now in the middle, you have to perform to perfection.
That's what practice is all about.
Just to add to Earl's comment in terms of the women's cricket, I've never really watched the tournament up until this year, the World Cup, and I must say I've been watching it practically nearly every night, and you can just see the huge difference with the Australian team as opposed to the other teams. Like they're like light years ahead of the other teams.
Right.
And it's just amazing to see women playing the kind of shots that I see, especially with Australia. It's amazing, you know.
I mentioned it on the show Thursday when I was in Australia 2005. I was watching World Cup too, and I saw. I remember her name now, which is something Thomas. I think either her father or grandfather played for Australia in University in 1965. A very good batsman, no, but batsman for Australia, black guy, the black Australian. And she played her shots, front foot, back foot, etc. This woman, Vivian, punch her on the back foot. Oh, she was really good. I was so surprised. I said, the woman is so good. That's what I said to myself.
Yeah.
That's the first time I saw Malinga too. It just came in. When 2020 was in Australia, because Sri Lanka was in Australia playing test cricket, but the girls were there playing too, man. I said, wow, that girl's good, boy.
Yeah,
I said to myself, Scott, but you see, it comes from practice. England, India, they're going to take out soon. They're going to take over 2020 business soon now. They have more fans than I soon now. Because the girls real good now.
Oh, of course.
And it makes India dominating things, money going.
And they're very passionate. I saw Bangladesh lost against West Indies, and the guys were literally crying like, is it their loss of the World Cup? You know, that's how passionate they are about the game.
You have to count back home.
Yeah.
You have to count back home. Okay, this is serious stuff for them. And the practice hard, they want to improve. Our girls, I don't think they take it as serious as. But what happens, they have better club structure in there. So every girl is in there they play with the club. So like a Shani, she girl now, she play with police.
Right.
She can go practice with police, she'll improve. It's important. I've mentioned it this was Thursday now. When the former cricket is so popular, Trinidad had almost all the people playing the West Indies team and a couple of girls from Grenada and St. Vincent and so.
Yeah.
But they used to play club cricket in Trinidad. The girls play for the big club and so. So I remember that. I used to follow them. I said, wow, they play with man. So when they play with man, they easy with them. So until our girls here get organized with Empire team and RCS club and practice with them, then they improve.
Yeah.
And we can have a strong leader on the team.
Yeah.
But back to Skipper Scott. Scott is a guy that I used to follow a lot. Sometimes about him I like to see left-hander. He's pretty good left-hander and stuff like that. But
I just find it with spin can have
I know he was a good spinner too, but I was not prefer his batting.
From your fact you work hard with spin and so on, and that's all no problem.
Yeah. But tomorrow, for tomorrow games, what are you feeling in the camp? How the guys feeling?
Yeah, I feel the word up.
We don't afraid Liberty. Don't let the fans scare you. Alright, the guys are very pumped. We're ready to play the game tomorrow. At the end of the day, cricket plays on the day.
That's true.
Alright, we prepare well during the week, so it's just for us to go out there tomorrow, execute our plans, and enjoy the game.
Okay, the Black House be coming hard at you tomorrow. Okay, the Flipper have a score to set up the empire, so you're not coming hard at you tomorrow.
Well, however Liberty come. We know we prepare well during the week, and we just have to execute our plans.
So you're mentally ready for tomorrow.
Yes,
So
We should see a good game.
of course.
okay, so Scott, so what do you do when you see a teammate struggling to learn a new move, especially when they seem frustrated that they're not getting it?
Well, there's something I've learned, right, from my coaches as well. We as humans, we make mistakes, all right? But we just have to learn from our mistakes and minimize them going forward, all right? If there's any information I have to pass on to them, I will go up to them, talk to them, try to see where they are, how they're thinking about it, and try to advise them in the best way possible.
Okay, good.
Well, that's part of being captain, you know what I mean, leader, you know what I mean. But I saw something come in the Parish League stuff. My good friend is Steve. Who prepared the pitch, Scott?
Our pitch?
Yeah. Who's that groundsman? Who the head groundsman?
Ian Tissel. He's also a coach at head groundsman. All right. His brother Mike France is there as well, and I help out as much as possible.
I'm glad the last person?
Me.
I would tell my partner Steve with that, you know what I mean?
Because I literally live close to the ground. I
No, they can't really live. See, when the captain cricket team in Antigua, right? That's the captain responsible to prepare a pitch.
But before I was the captain, I was always there helping.
That's the captain responsible to prepare a pitch, you know. That's his job. Make sure pitch ready.
But the nice thing about preparing pitch though, you only once one time. You don't want to see Eagles up this weekend and one for them and once I get some wickets.
That's true. That's
Scott, I must give you a joke about that. He's people goes over there beside him by picking up a prepare factory pitch and here cleaning up. Them were guys who go and stuff.
Yeah.
But the joke about that, you know, see he's mentioned Rooney once. Had a batsman up there time. Very good, competent, wouldn't make no goals with nothing. A guy named Dave Joseph, thinking no. So I said to tell you something, right? As of this weekend, it's Friday night, you will roll the pitch. So you roll it so once. Or he's not making guns after that. He's not making century after century. Okay, you and I go prepare for your hard work. So you want to take books also once. You don't want to too soon. Right? You know who loved the most, who prepare the most pitching out in your young days? You know, when you're Vivi, the Vivi guy?
Yeah.
He prepared the pitch. You want a bad pitch. The bowlers can't pitch prepare. So he pitch bad bowlers happy. He prepared pitch St. John's, Rising Sun, Grammar School. He want to prepare, he part in the Copperhead, and the roll in plenty once. He don't want a bad pitch. So I want to send a message to Stephen, go prepare a pitch. So he can be a good pitcher, blah, blah.
Correct.
He can't bowlers, he can't pitch bad. The happiest smile. But when you're a batsman, I should go and write this on to know. We're Clem Francis. Do it started. Go prepare my pitch. Make sure your pitch good for me once. So when you're batsman in particular, bowlers don't want to come over now. And the other job used to be help cut grass and bring grass out and prepare pitch. Because what happens in the old, in the old days, by 5 o'clock, you left practice guys, bus, that one way, bus at 6 o'clock. And you early say, we're going quick. Our young ones and they can experience now. Transport all over the world. I don't want to get right. But before times 5 o'clock, you leave guys and gone. But Friday afternoon, you haven't cut the grass so we can prepare the pitch. But you gotta know he a couple of the earnest guys and old guys play guys and son. But okay will be at the guys and son. Everybody will contribute to preparing the pitch. And you learn that. Everybody in Cleveland and guys, everybody factory, all the grounds, man. You have to have a whole pitch and prepare pitch. I will tell you that. But early Cleveland too big, man. If you start to buy, pick them up. Got me at 5 o'clock, so mine then. In fact, you can prepare pitch. So that's what I tell you about rolling ones. You're rolling ones now. But before the session, once there's something about him that you can tell the channel. He won, I should have said so, he won the most unfortunate guy in the 19 youth with Legal Islands team. Earl might tell you better than me. When they played youth, Earl scored about 2 centuries or 90 something. One of the man scored was the guy named Stuart Williams. I didn't get any play. Because Earl say he had bowled them too fast when he don't score a century. Am I lying? Earl?
No. I cried at night. Otto was the manager. And I think Stuart scored 532 or 540 something. About 10 was less than me. And he was captain, and they say I didn't got it. The excuse was I get bowled out too fast.
Hey, the other thing, those guys 100 and so all the time.
Yeah, I've been on against Anglia, Montserrat, and the last game against St. Kitts, I think we're 9 something.
Okay.
And it's still second on the side.
Oh.
It's your song well and then? Because that actor couldn't defend the Nancy Soy. And Marisco said, the other guys and they come close to, when they get picking for the basket. They would not get more than that McDonald's. You get the picture?
Yeah, I understand.
So what did I tell you? He had a history of scoring other ones. Even you two had medals up. But he couldn't get the pick because selectors didn't want him for whatever reason. The reason doesn't make any sense to me, Stephen. Scored 10 runs less than he. Play the ones he make. Because he's on the whole pitch, exercise hard, practice hard, train hard. When you hold me on the try some. The only time you get dropped or come by school as the Parish League team when you come late now. When you come late, automatically you drop yourself. You never ask the question, then you drop. You can't come late half an hour before the game, after the game starts, supposed to start. So if you want to get play, come early. Okay, everybody practice supposed to get play. Nobody more special than nobody than to me. You practice hard, you get a chance to play. If you don't play, you can't develop your skill like Steven said. And match practice is the best practice. Everyone tell you that when you practice it now, you full over the net, practice stop, you start with a 1 out. Set field over here. Because you don't know your batting done. So get serious.
Yes.
That's what it is with me, Scott. I don't play when everything will be serious business. Because I want my guys to be the best when they go there.
True.
And I learned from that man named Greg Chappell from Australia. When he practices 1 hour, he bat not to get out in net. He practices habit not to get out. That he practices in the net. He don't want to get out. He want to ask you the best batsman ever. In the nets, he don't want to get out. So he come habit.
Well, Stephen, we have 5 minutes to wrap up the show this morning. It was a pleasure. So, any last word to the viewing audience about Michael, where you want to see Mike as a new skipper?
Well, again, I really appreciate the invite. This was, I enjoyed every moment of it. I obviously learned, as I expected, whenever I come here from Taddy and yourself. And certainly I look forward for the challenge this season. And ultimately hope to be successful and, carry on the history for Mahaiko.
It's closing, I must say, it's getting Stephen. One of the students Thursday afternoon, who I wanted to first person?
Betty.
No, his father.
Oh, okay.
See, I didn't see something. I tell you what, someone said, well, boy, your son are going on in the batting like with overs, man. It's going to like 30 and 20 business. So when they going to laugh about it, he did nobody from Miss Davis School, the overs, guys, you know what I mean? So I said, Steve, one makes a once, man. You have teachers, we make overs, man. Maybe you make overs, man, you know? But it's nice to see somebody Stephen. And Stephen has been very good to us, so, you know? And we have some plans for him too. Because with the network getting a bit more updated, we're going to need to get him from the grounds and so we can talk to, they say they're board already, but we want them even bigger on board. And he want the corporate man, you know what I mean? So, hey, like I said, when they stay in one place.
Sounds good. Scott, any closing remarks? What do you want to tell the public about tomorrow's game? What you can look forward to?
Well, like I said, tomorrow we'll take care of ourselves. As again, we prepared well during the week, so just for us to go out and execute our plans. I was going to say thank you to y'all guys for inviting me onto the show.
We're invited next week, we can want to do.
So
it's a pleasure. Right?
When you get a bluff from the brother, we want to do. If you win, you definitely going to come. If you get it.
All right, and I would like to say it's a pleasure to actually captain Empire. I raised up in the community and from the community, and to have the chance to represent my community team and captain my community team, it's an honor. Right?
What do you want to ask Steve one last thing? Steve, we're big rivals in Parish League right now. They both pick us not there.
I think it's, well, as I said, I don't want to underestimate any team, but I think...
Most teams are rivals and don't want to lose, you know.
Yeah.
Wilkes don't want to lose to Glanville and the Newfield and Freetown and so on.
Yeah, well, definitely it was Piggott.
You sound like a good politician,
Definitely it was Piggott, so I would say probably between Police and Freetown.
Especially part of Moreland.
Yes, there's definitely some rival there, I think so.
Yes. Yeah. Especially part of Moreland, they don't want to lose to Moreland.
Yeah.
I know that, they're going to tease you.
Yes.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is the beginning of us Mandela and Sports with Mandela, that's the name of the show. And that's Zilio, Sports with Mandela. But they came in the city because they boost him up. Maybe he come next week until he gets settled in, you know what I mean, make sure all is well. So you get more feel with what's going on, you know what I mean? Because we can start getting the schools, and you get more people on the show, like we had Musai and we had Ajani, you know. Philip was supposed to get somebody here, but maybe he gets stuck, I don't know. But Philip has been here many times, you know what I mean? So Philip has his own show too, on Wednesdays. So we may bring you somebody time we bang out Empire. Yeah, I don't know, but Scott, I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Kind of game played on the field, not name the school, but them do nothing to you. Make the ones. I can tell you why I say that. When you play against St. Kitts and Munster and so, the man who joke about now, they always want to bang off, and it's on them bang off plenty to know. But when you call it talent, they're not the real talent now. But the team play, the team work, everybody fight for the team. Can we also bet in individual talented guys, more, you know, but they have a few guys that are very talented too, get it from that. But those guys are the not so good guys, but they pull the weight, especially singers, they want to lose something, but not. They want in and they want to lose to Antigua.
Being with Mandela live, and we're here next Saturday at 10 o'clock.